Every September, you have the harvest, the vendage in Bordeaux. It's obviously a huge cultural moment, and being a Bordelais club, we're here to help. Cutting grapes, collecting them, and putting them in the containers ready for making into wine. I liked wine before I came here. I obviously know a lot more about it since arriving, but compared to, say, Andrew Sheridan, I know nothing. Bordeaux, the team has grown from nothing in '06 to what they are now in the top 14, playing great rugby. Obviously, it's interesting when you turn up, you can't speak any French. It took me a few months, and once I was good enough to coach in French, it was a lot easier. Part of me now wishes I'd come over here and spent a year or two playing when I was young enough to withstand the tough tournament this is. There's a lot more games here. They have less break. I mean, in England we got it hard. The national team in France, I don't know how they do it. No break, no time off, shuttle between the club and the country. They got some great players, but it's no surprise that the national team doesn't ever play to that potential. The last few years, English clubs have struggled to stay with the French clubs. A large part of that is the sheer power the French clubs have. Fundamentally, you can't stop the opposition for scrum, driving line-outs, and the power runners on the gain line. You're going to struggle. Raf introduced a WASP style of timings and training week. Some clubs train for hours and hours, but that's up to them. Some things are done here are done better, some things are done worse. It's just different. What could win you the top 14 wouldn't win you the Super 15 or the English Premiership. Bad grapes. Good grapes. You see the difference. WASP was a major part of my life. I joined when I was 16. I left when I retired when I was 33. So the majority of my rugby playing life, I was there. The group of players that kind of grew up together there, chuck in a few extra guys like Raphael and Rob Howley, and that's the reason you had the successful team you have. And then you drop Warren Gatland and Sean Edwards, Craig White into the mix there, and it's another reason why we had so much success for a long period of time. I'm happy they've been bought by a guy who's apparently got the permission to build a stadium, because with a stadium I hope they can use the knowledge in the club about creating players and move on, but financially they can't compete without a stadium. And I love the club so much, I'm hoping that that comes soon and they can return to challenging for the major trophies again.